Oh, guys, welcome back to today's show. This is your guy Obi as usual. Today we'll be talking about Manchester United and their journey to the apex of the Premier League club. We are talking about a club that started the season on a not so good note. I remember at some certain point in time when former players and fans were calling the manager out of the club because results were not coming. I remember one of the criticisms that were labeled against Ole Gunnars is that he kept picking players that were not performing, right? And so he did make a few adjustments here and there, and now results are coming. The same players, not different players, but the same players are now producing the goods for the club. And now we are talking about their last game where they won 2-1 against Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a very good team, very organized team with very great players, and not everyone thought that Manchester United could get past Aston Villa easily, but again, they were the winners. Now, I just want to spend a couple of minutes to give my player ratings for that match. Of course, that match being played yesterday, and I'm going to start in goal. Of course, David De Gea, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he made some superb saves from, especially that one from McGinn, and of course, other important saves that saved the match. I'm going to give him a 7. Aaron Bissaka, he gave an assist, and of course, he had a lot of great runs forward, and I had a lot of good moments. Yeah, and so I'm going to also to give him a 7. So that those are two sevens for Aaron Bissaka and David De Gea. What about Bailey? He's the forgotten man. But look at the kind of blocks he made, especially during the death of the game when he made that block against the Davis shot. That was so crucial. That's exactly what you need from a top defender. And I think Manchester United have been missing this kind of guy. And so he also cleared a lot of dangerous balls. He was solid defensively. Him alongside Maguire. Of course, I want to give Bailey an 8 because I think he was one of the top candidates for the man of the match, right? And so Maguire, I also give him a 7 because he had some solid defending. He formed a very good partnership with Eric Bailey. So a 7 for him. Scott McTominay, I thought he did not have the greatest of games. I'm going to give him a 6 because he lost the battle in the center of the park to Jack Grealish. Of course, Jack Grealish is a very decent player, and so again, he did not have like an horrendous outings, but again, the match was won because of the offensive defensive players really did their job, and so McTominay, I just want to give him a 6. Rashford, want to give him a 7 because of that nice flick for the first goal. Again, he put in a shift of great runs that unsettled the Aston Villa's defenders. So I'm going to give him a 7. Paul Pogba is another guy that seemed that he was not interested before, but now he's turning to be that guy that Manchester United really wanted. He really bought from Juventus, and now Paul Pogba is looking like a very different player. He put in a lot of good displays. He set up the move that led to the first goal, and so I'm going to give Paul Pogba an 8. Martial, I'm going to give him an 8 because he scored the first goal with the poacher's finish, something that I've criticized Martial over and over. That you know what, when you are a striker, all the expectations fall under your shoulders. And Marshall really took all those responsibilities well, and it's called the goal that was so great. And so, what else do you want from a striker other than scoring goals and winning games? So, Marshall for me is an 8. Fred, I'm going to give him a 7. He was all over the place. He defended really well, covered his backline really well. he put a shift of a very, very good combative display. And so, what else can you need? Can you ask from defensive midfielder? So for me, it's a 7 from Fred, 7 for Bruno Fernandes. Of course, scored the goal, but again, he went missing. He went missing. Other than the goal, I don't remember really well where Bruno Fernandes was, but again, he did what he was supposed to do. The game was won, and again, cannot really complain about that. So 7 for Bruno. Luke Shaw, I'm going to give him a 6 because I thought he was a bit vulnerable, especially when he was faced with Matty Cash. Again, he put a shift of forward runs that I think were really dangerous, and so I'm going to give him a 6. What about the manager? I want to give him an 8 because he put a very competitive team. Team selection was spot on. He made substitutions at the right time, and I'm going to give him an 8. And now Manchester United, the Reds, are the top of the Premier League table. Of course, they are joint Premier League leaders alongside Liverpool. The only difference is Liverpool have a superior goal difference, but again, anything can happen. Now, there is a lot of conversation that Manchester United can really compete for the Premier League title, a conversation that was not even there 4 weeks ago. And again, this shows how unpredictable the Premier League is. And all the best to Manchester United, and all the best to Manchester United fans all over the world. And that's about my time. If you have contrary opinion about my player ratings, you can leave it in the comment section below, and let's make this so engageful as possible. And so that's about my time. See you in the next one. Have a great one.